guys, welcome back. So today we are going to be doing an empties video. I have been on YouTube for a little over a year and a half, and then I realized I have never done an empties video on my channel, and I've been saving makeup trash for like ever, and it's time to kind of show you some of the things that I have used up. And this is probably over the course of, I would say, probably 5 months or so. It's a lot of skincare. It's actually surprising how much skincare I actually have gone through and how much skincare I actually have used over the course of the last several months. I just kind of thought that you guys might be interested in taking a look at my, my makeup trash and seeing all of the different things that I have been using. So I thought we could kind of go through everything. I can let you know what I thought about the product, if I absolutely hated it, if I would repurchase it, if I thought it was good but maybe not good enough like to make the cut as a repurchase. You always see all of the different the makeup I buy. Never really hear about it again unless it's something I really love or really hate. So I thought that this would be a fun way to kind of dig into my trash can. It's not really a trash can, it's just like it's a bin, a bunch of empty stuff, and then I could kind of let you know what I thought about everything. So before we get into the video, I just want to say, if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. And if you're not new to my channel, welcome back. And yes, let's go ahead and get into the video of all of my makeup trash. What I've kind of been storing everything in recently. And let's just kind of go ahead and go through. So, and again, like I mentioned, it is a lot of skincare. So the first thing is the Purity Made Simple face wash. I've repurchased this I don't even know how many times. In my earlier Sephora hauls, you would see this in so many of my Sephora hauls because I would run through it so quickly. And I have repurchased it. I actually repurchased it a couple months ago, but I have not used it recently because this is what I go back to when my skin freaks out, when I'm having a hard time and I just need to go back to my basics. This is what I reach for, but lately I've been having some really good luck with some newer skincare items. So I have not used this recently, but it has been repurchased. Another item is the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. And as you can see, I have already repurchased this since I ran out, and I'm already about halfway through the bottle on this guy. So this is a makeup setting spray that I do really like. It's one of the few setting sprays that I think like really does work and really will lock your makeup in for hours. And I will always continue to repurchase this. I think it's really good stuff. And if you're on the hunt for a good setting spray that just locks you in, this is definitely a good one, and I do recommend it. This is the Clinique Moisture Surge Extended Thirst Relief Moisturizer. And I have probably gone through about 4 or 5 of these. Again, this is something else that if you watch my earlier haul videos, you would see repeated over and over and over again. Now, this is something I love. This is a staple product for me, but it is not something that I'm going to repurchase anytime soon. The reason why is because I think I like the Belif moisturizer a little bit more. And because I've been testing out so many new things, I have a lot of new moisturizers in my collection. I've really been into, as you already know, I've really been into Drunk Elephant. Don't worry, I'm still testing out their products. I have not forgotten about that review, but I just want to be super thorough when it comes to that particular review because those products are expensive. So even though I repurchased this several times and it is a holy grail, but it's not something that I'm interested in repurchasing right now. Maybe closer to winter, I'll probably pick it up again, but I'm kind of happy with where my skin is at right now. I'm kind of happy with what I'm using, and I don't feel the need to repurchase this. Now, something else, and this actually is not completely empty, but I think it just expired on me before I had a chance to use it up. This is the Belif Creamy Moisturizing Foam, and I will not repurchase this, and I did not like this at all. This is one of the few things from the Belif line that I did not like. I felt like it stripped my skin and it made it feel a lot more dry than it already naturally is. So everything else from Belif I would recommend, and I've tried a lot of their skincare. It is, as far as like whole brands are concerned, as far as liking everything through and through, like from beginning to end, from toners to the moisturizers and things like that, I've always been very impressed with this line. This is just not a product that I would recommend from that line. Now, this is the Benefit Stay Don't Stray. You guys already know I have to keep this on hand at all times. It's a holy grail of mine. This is not a new tube. It's not like a fresh brand new tube, but it is definitely something that you have seen me repurchase over and over again, and it's something that I will continue to repurchase. Now, I'm starting to find things that I think I like a little bit better, but it's just one of those things that I love. It's like it's a primer. It does a good job of canceling out my eyelids, because I do have discoloration on my eyelids, and if I don't use a primer that will mask discoloration on my eyelids, it'll look like I went in with a super dark shadow on my eye when I really didn't. And for the longest time, I would always couldn't figure out why my eyeshadow always looked darker than I would had intended for it to. It was because I was using primers that did not blank out my eye. So I really love this guy. And I don't think that when I run out of my new bottle, I don't think that I will repurchase it, because I, again, have found some stuff that I really like. And it's something that will always be in the back of my mind. It's a holy grail product for me, but I think that I'm wanting to venture out and just find some new things. So I will repurchase it at some point, but it's not something that I will repurchase right away. Now, a foundation that I did finish up, this is the Lorac Sheer Professional Foundation. It's oil-free, paraben-free, and fragrance-free. I picked mine up in the shade PS3, and that was a light beige. Know how many foundations that I have. I don't use them very much. I don't go through them very often. I will not repurchase this because I liked it. I did like it, and I did think it was a pretty good foundation. But with the amount of foundations I try, with the amount of foundations that I test out, a foundation has to really wow me and be amazing for me to want to repurchase it. The foundations that I have repurchased several times would be the Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation. That is the only one recently that I have purchased over and over again. And when I run out of the new Laura Mercier foundation, I will definitely repurchase that. I've been getting so many compliments on my skin with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and you guys know that I was never a believer in that foundation. The amount of compliments I get every day that I have been wearing that foundation is unreal. So I'm considering rebuying that one. So a foundation has to be something really, really special and really wow me to make me want to repurchase it. Now, while it was good, I would not rebuy it because I just have too many foundations. So they, like I mentioned, they just have to be something extra. Another product that I really like, it is the Tarte Friction Stick. I really like this for ease of use because it will exfoliate your skin, but it's also gentle enough on my dry skin and my super sensitive skin. A lot of exfoliants will leave my skin feeling very like bare and very raw, I guess, and very red and uncomfortable. This one gets the job done without any of the negative effects that a lot of exfoliants will put on my skin. So would I repurchase it? I mean, it's like, I already did. It was in one of my most recent makeup haul Mondays. I love it. I will continue to repurchase it because, like I mentioned, it exfoliates without being too abrasive. So I really do like that. This is all skincare, straight up skincare. This is the Kate Somerville Exfoliate Cleanser Daily Foaming Wash. I have already repurchased this. This has quickly become one of my favorite cleansers. When I first bought it, I was a little scared because I thought it would be like super abrasive and super rough on my skin, because even though I am acne prone, a lot of skincare that is made for acne is too abrasive and way too hard on my skin. So I feel like this cleanser is both effective but gentle enough on my sensitive skin to still get the job done. I think I am currently out of it. I think I ran out recently and I'm using the Free to the People or whatever that cleanser is that I've been liking as well. So I will repurchase it, but I have two other cleansers open right now and I don't want to purchase a third. I'm using the Free to the People or Youth to the People and one of the Sunday Riley cleansers because, like I mentioned, I'm doing a full test on that full line. So when I run out of one of those, I will repurchase this. You have told me so many times how many times you've seen an improvement in my skin and how much better my skin is looking. And this is the cleanser I've been using for the past probably 5 to 6 months. And I freaking love it. And I definitely would repurchase this. A foundation and a concealer duo. They are both from the Born This Way range of Too Faced Cosmetics. And I have the foundation in the shade Vanilla and the concealer in the shade Light. Now, both of these actually recently went on sale for 40% off at Ulta, and I considered repurchasing them for the discount because of the sale, and then I opted out of it. So I don't think that I would repurchase either one of these. I would be more likely to repurchase the foundation than the concealer. I do like the concealer, but I prefer the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer to this one. So maybe if I ever caught it on sale again at the 40% off, I would reconsider picking it up. I would probably not repurchase this again at full price. Not that it was bad. There are just concealers that I like more. Now, as far as this foundation was concerned, I had a really, really difficult time finding the right color for me. And Vanilla at the time was the closest that I could find as far as color matches are concerned. And I know that they've added colors to their range. I would want to retry it to see if I could find another a color match that would go a little bit better. But again, I think if I were gonna ever repurchase this, I would wait for a sale because I liked it, but it didn't wow me. And like I mentioned, a foundation would really have to wow me to make me want to repurchase it. I would put these in the maybe at some point, if it's a good sale, if a good coupon that maybe Too Faced is running or something like that, I would consider, but I would not purchase full price. Excuse how messy this is, but you know, it looks like there's product in there, but I promise you there is not. This is the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. Would I repurchase this? If you live on my channel, if you frequent my channel, you already know that I would repurchase this foundation. It looks like it's separating. I might need to start using this. I haven't been using it because I feel like it's a little bit too dark. This is one of my holy grail foundations. It is definitely in the top 5 of all of my favorite foundations. Every time I have ever posted a picture, even when my skin was at its worst, that foundation was flawless on my skin. It never looked cakey, it never looked overdone, and I felt like I had like the best skin days ever when I was wearing that foundation. I feel like there are some foundations that are definitely coming close to knocking that one out of like my holy grail all-time favorite. The Laura Mercier, I haven't been using it enough to dethrone that one, but it's coming close. This is the Garnier Micellar Water, and I had probably purchased this more times than I can count. I love this stuff, but I probably would not repurchase it because I have been using the Bioderma recently. I ordered off of Beautylish, and that stuff is so good. The Bioderma is bomb, and I think I might like the Bioderma a little bit more than this, but of course, the Bioderma I have to order directly from Beautylish and wait for the couple of days for it to ship. So if there was ever a time where I didn't feel like waiting for the Bioderma to come in, I absolutely would 100% repurchase this. There's so much skincare. It is amazing how much skincare I have actually tried. Hadn't even realized that. This is the Good Genes by Sunday Riley. Would I repurchase this? Absolutely. I ended up purchasing the Drunk Elephant Framboos, whatever that thing is called. I'll insert a picture. If you have been around on my channel for a while, you know that I went back and forth for a good amount of time when deciding to repurchase this or the Drunk Elephant one, because I did go through, let me see if it might be in here. It's not, but it came with a set of the Luna oil. It was like a 0.5 ounce of the Luna oil and a 0.5 ounce of that. And I went through an entire bottle of that, and then I decided to repurchase this. I think when I'm done with the Drunk Elephant one, I think I'm gonna go back to the Sunday Riley. I think I might like the Good Genes a little bit better than the Drunk Elephant one, but I think that they're both really, really effective. And the Drunk Elephant one is a little bit cheaper. I do think that I've had better results while using Drunk Elephant, but I think it's because I've been using the entire range of Drunk Elephant that's helped. I think this by itself, I do think is a little bit more effective than the Drunk Elephant one. I already talked about this. I did purchase the full size of this. You guys already know that. It was in a haul at some point. This is the Luna Sleeping Oil, and they did start selling this, I want to say, in this size individually for 45 or 50 bucks. You used to have to buy it in that kit, but you can buy it in a smaller size if you want to test it out first. My love affair for this lash primer is so unreal. This is the Lancome Cils Booster XL. You can see that I have two right here, and I have a third. This one is almost empty, so this is something that I definitely will repurchase. I recently purchased the Dior lash primer, this one right here. The Dior Maximizer 3D, because I wanted to try something new because I was sick of purchasing the same thing over and over again, even though I love it. But when I run out of that Dior lash primer, I will 100% be going back to this. This is my favorite lash primer to date. I love this lash primer. I've tried the Urban Decay, now I've tried the Dior. I've tried a couple of others that I can't think of off the top of my head. Oh, the Pretty Vulgar one I recently tried, but this is my favorite. It is hands down. If you are a believer, I know it is an unnecessary step, but if you are a believer in the lash primer, that is the best one that I have tried, in my opinion, to date. Okay, so this is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. And I used to rave about this all the time on my channel. I do actually really like it. I did actually repurchase it, but I have not even opened the one that I repurchased because I've really been liking the Urban Decay correctors a lot. And out of habit, if I like something, when I run out, I will immediately just repurchase it. I don't think I had tried the Urban Decay correctors. I would not have repurchased it had I tried the Urban Decay correctors first. I do like it and I do recommend it, and I liked it enough to repurchase it. I've just lately been liking other things more. The Urban Decay All Nighter, you guys have seen me haul this a million times. This is in the old packaging. Old till a couple of months ago went 50% off whenever the new packaging came out, and I bought like 5 of them. So and the Chill Makeup Setting Spray as well. Is that in here? That is also in here. You already know I repurchased these. I will continue to repurchase these. I really, really love them. Now, I won't need to repurchase them for a very long time because I have quite a few backups at this point. So these are some of the best makeup setting sprays. I use the Chill when I'm feeling when my skin is a little bit drier. I use the All Nighter if I'm going out with friends, doing something where I'm in like more of a hot situation. The Urban Decay and the Makeup Forever one are my 2 favorite setting sprays. Speaking of setting sprays, this is the MAC Fix Plus. There is still some in there, but it doesn't, like, it won't spray out nicely like it. Oh, actually it is. So I could probably get a couple more uses out of that. So it was spraying out like Camel, you know, that nasty harsh spray. I wasn't getting good look out of that, but it just looked like it wanted to spray out nicely for me. Some more Holy Grail products. I have recently been back in love with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I do already have repurchased another one. You can see right here. I keep going back and forth between shades because I feel like I can never find my right shade. I have one light warm, I have one light neutral, and then I repurchased the light neutral. That has gone back to being my favorite concealer as of right now with my dry under eyes, and I will definitely continue to repurchase it. I love the consistency of it. I went through my Tarte Shape Tape phase, and eventually I probably will get back on the Tarte Shape Tape phase, but for some reason, the last couple times I've worn it, I hated the way it looked underneath my eyes. Like, I hated my makeup the way it looked, and I just kind of just wanted to give it a rest for a little bit. Every time I wear this, my under eyes never look heavy, they never look cakey, they always look covered. I love this concealer. It's one of the best, in my opinion. Two more Holy Grail products for me. This is the Belief the True Balm Moisturizing Cream. I have already repurchased this. This actually feels like, nope, it's empty. It's just very heavy packaging. I have already repurchased this. It is one of my favorites for dry skin. If you struggle with dry skin and you can't quite seem to figure it out, try this moisturizer. I actually really like the Aqua one as well, the one that's more gel. But in the wintertime, this is a savior to your skin. So definitely give that a try. Oh, look, here it is right here. My brand new unopened one. You guys hear me talk about the same products over and over again, so you know I love them because I repurchase them and I repurchase them and I stand 100% behind them. Now, when I ran out of this one, I did not repurchase it. This is the Clinique Take the Day Off Balm. I went ahead and tried picked up the Juice Beauty one because Desi used to always talk about that one, and I don't like that one nearly as much as that. This one, I regret purchasing that one over this one. This one literally gets every freaking thing off of your skin. I feel like the Juice Beauty one does not work as effectively as this. So once I run out of the Juice Beauty, I will 100% repurchase this because I love it so much. My hands are getting all icky and so gross. Oh, this is the eye cream. I liked the eye cream, but I don't think that this is something that I would repurchase right now because I've recently picked up a bunch of new eye creams, testing out, trying to find things that are going to hydrate my under eye, help with the fine lines, help with the discoloration. It's a nice one. I think the second time I had repurchased this one. I will purchase it again maybe at some point, but it's not something that I'm eager to go rush out and buy right now. This is something I didn't really like. This is something that I did not really see a difference with my under eye. This is the Derma Wrinkle Revenge. It was $50. It was not cheap, and I felt like it didn't do anything. And for that price, I needed to feel like it did something. It's trash, so you know it's not going to be all pretty and new and good looking, you know? This is the Ola Henriksen's Oil Blemish Prone Aloe Vera Deep Cleanser Calming Gel. This was good. I want to say this was my second tube of this. I really like this stuff, and I do recommend it if you have sensitive acne prone skin. If you have weird skin like mine, this is actually really, really good. It is not harsh. It does not strip your skin. It does not leave your skin feeling dry the way a lot of acne cleansers do. But again, I'm really into the Kate Somerville one a little bit more. This one is cheaper than the Kate Somerville one. I would repurchase this at some point. I just think that I like that one a little bit more, so my mind would naturally want to repurchase that one over this one. But if you're in the market for a good cleanser that is super sensitive on the skin and you want to go a little bit more affordable than the Kate Somerville one, because I think that the Kate Somerville one is $38 and this one is $24, if I'm not mistaken. This one is under $30, I know that for sure. I would definitely highly recommend this one. I just will not be repurchasing it right now. But I feel like once we get in a little bit more of the drier months and my skin starts to freak out a little bit more and I need to baby it a little bit more and it gets a little bit more sensitive, I will go back to this. Ooh, something I hated. This I didn't even finish at all. There is still a good amount of product in there, but it expired. When it comes to makeup, I'll be a little bit more willing to overlook the expiration date, but when it comes to skincare, when it expires, it is expired and I get rid of it. I did not like this. I did not like the way it felt on the skin. I felt like it was heavy. I felt like it was a little too greasy. I didn't really care for the smell, and I did reviews on this and it had pretty decent reviews, so this just might be a me thing and not a product thing. This is the L'Occitane Ultra Rich Comfort Cream. And it did not bring me comfort and it did not bring me joy. I do not recommend this. I did not like this. I would not repurchase this. Something else I liked but would not repurchase because I just think that it's an unnecessary step and I do think that it's a little bit of a waste of money, but I just wanted to try it. It is the Josie Maran Nirvana Hydrating Treatment Mist. And it's basically like a primer to your skincare, essentially is what it is. And I bought it at the time because I was like, ooh, cool, fun, something new. And I love trying setting sprays. I love trying things like that. And I just didn't think it was a necessary thing. It felt good. It had a nice sprayer. It felt really nice on the skin. It's not a necessary thing. And now that I'm trying to be a little bit more responsible with my spending when it comes to Sephora and makeup and skincare and things like that, this is a step that I did not need to spend my money on. If you want to try something new and you're interested in trying something a little bit more luxury and if you want to go into a little bit of a bougier skincare routine, I would recommend this. It's just not a necessary step. This is another product that I liked, but I don't think that I would repurchase. This is the Peter Thomas Roth 24 karat gold pure luxury cleansing butter. Now this is nice. This is really, really nice. Okay, let me not say that I wouldn't repurchase it, because I don't want to feel silly like in 3-4 months at the VIB sale and the 20% off and I'm like, let's go ahead. The reason why I would not repurchase this is because I love the Clinique Take the Day Off Balm. The Clinique Take the Day Off Balm is cheaper and it's just as effective, but this just feels so luxurious on the skin. It does do a really good job getting your makeup off. But I feel like the price point and for what it does, I have something that works equally as well. So let me save my little coins wherever I can. So while I liked it and I would consider repurchasing it, it would only be during a sale. I wouldn't go buy this again for full price. A holy grail product. Oh no, this is the Essence Make Me Brow. I didn't like this, the Benefit Give Me Brow. Even though this is like $3 and the Benefit Give Me Brow is like $20, I would highly recommend the Benefit Give Me Brow. I did not like the brush on this, so I would not repurchase this. Even for $3, I would not repurchase it. Now, this is a concealer that is actually really, really nice. It's a little bit cheaper than the Urban Decay concealer, and this one did not get enough love. I think it came out around the time that the Naked Skin concealer and everybody was on that bandwagon. So this one just kind of got overlooked. This is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. If you have dry under eyes, try this out. You won't regret it. I would repurchase this as well. And I did pick this up in the shade Light. Maybe when I run out of my Urban Decay Naked Skin, since this is a little bit cheaper, I'll go ahead and give this one another try. If you watched my Ulta haul, 21 Days of Beauty haul, this one for 50% off during Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty, and I bought like 6 of them. So I did repurchase this, but I will not need to repurchase this again for a really long time. The Glam Glow Thirsty, oh yeah, this is totally a skincare. Empties. There was like three makeup products in here. The Glam Glow Thirsty Mud Hydrating Treatment. Now, I would absolutely repurchase this. At the end of last year, Glam Glow had buy one, get one free. It was buy one, get one free. So I purchased a bunch of their masks. I'm not gonna lie, one of them I haven't even opened yet, you guys. I don't want them to go bad, and I have so many masks open right now that I'm trying to go through. But this one, I have run through both of them. I'm using the second one currently. And I would repurchase this at full price. 100% I would repurchase this at full price. It works. It makes my skin feel plump. It makes my skin feel hydrated. I use this probably 5 days out of the week. Whether it be morning or night, I'll use it in the morning or at night. It just depends on how much time I have. And I love it. And again, the proof is in the pudding. So many of you have told me how much better my skin looks. And I'm telling you the products that I use religiously. And this is one of them. So I definitely would recommend this. Wait and see if maybe Glam Glow is going to have another sale around holiday time for the buy one get one free, and then I would recommend picking up a couple. But this is one that if they don't run that sale, when I run out of that second one, I would purchase this full price in a heartbeat. This is the Boscia Charcoal Makeup Melter Cleansing Oil Balm. Again, I like this, but I would not repurchase it because I like the ones that I like more. I prefer the Boscia, the Makeup Breakup one? I like that one too. I think that one's really good, and I haven't had that one in my collection in a while. I think I will pick that one up again at some point. But it has to be something super, like I've said already, it has to be something super special to knock my holy grails out of their place, and this was not quite special enough. It's good, and I think if you wanted to try it out, if you have a little bit more acne prone skin, a little bit more oily skin, it works and it is effective, but I just have things that I like more. It's not bad. I'm not bashing it or anything. And a lot of these products, there's a few products in here that I actually 100% don't like. Everything I liked, I just have products that I liked more. All right, guys, there's a couple of other random things in here, but this video is already flashing at like the 40-minute mark at this point, and I feel like we don't need to go over 40 minutes of empties, especially when it's all skincare, you know? So that is all of the products that I have gone through probably for, like I mentioned, the last 5 months, and there was a lot more products. I'm kicking myself for throwing the other bag away because the other bag was mostly makeup, whereas this was skincare. I don't know why I had them separated, maybe because I was intending to do it this way, makeup empties, skincare empties, who knows with the way that my brain works. But anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed already, don't be scared. You know you want to. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. 5 videos a week. There is definitely, excuse my grimy hands just then, 5 videos a week. There's definitely something here for you. So if you want to stick around, you've got to hit that button. And I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye guys.